大家好，我是阿基，今天要带大家再去一次芬兰。这一次我们要坐雪橇看北极光。这一辈子，相信很多人都想看一次北极光吧？要去芬兰1个星期，跟旅行团的话，基本上需要马币15000左右，而且不一定能看到北极光的。去1个礼拜要15000，我要去1个月，是不是需要3、4万呢？Sorry 咯，30岁的钱不是这样花的。趁年轻，我们一起去打工换宿。Come on, let's have a look at how to take care of an army of huskies. Every day, we work out at 6:30 a.m. You wear 5 layers of winter clothes and coverall. The first task was to clean the cages. This is Yanko. Cleaning basically means clean up all the poops.
Crazy dogs.
The poops are all frozen in the snow, so they are not really smelly. Working at 0 degrees Celsius is not an easy task. Even if you wear 4 layers, you will still feel super cold outside. I would usually took 3 hours to make sure every poop is picked up. But I was scolded because you only have 2 hours to clean out all the mess. The first lesson is not all shit matters.
Hey.
You don't need to do it perfectly. Just need to make sure it is clean. And then by 9 p.m, you need to build a sled team. By a team, we mean that 6 dogs, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, 2 at the back. Let's say you are going to build a team with these 4 dogs: Bege, Bang, Tomba, and Lumi. Then you take some harness, go into the cages, and help the dogs wear it one by one. We bring the dogs down to the lake, and we let them settle down by a wooden log.
We're going sledding.
And we waited there. When the client comes, we prepare them for sledding. It's a wooden sled with a metal brake at the back. So one person sits inside and another person standing at the back controlling the brake. After about 3 weeks of working, we finally have the chance to experience sledding for ourselves. Let's go!
This is Bege Bang, is it?
Bege and Bang is in the front.
Yeah.
Tomba and Lumi.
Tomba and Lumi.
Other black one, I don't know.
Okay. Woo! Hi.
听得到吧？狗的脚掌轻轻地踩在那个雪地上，然后把那雪拨起来的声音。The sledding trip takes about 45 minutes. There's usually some clients from Czech Republic or nearby in Scandinavia. Next, we look at feeding. Dogs, when they smell that their food is coming, they will act like crazy. To prevent them from fighting over the food, we have to go inside and chain them up one by one. This is a big challenge because this means that you are fighting 60 hungry dogs. 刚开始的时候，我一直都很怕。后来啊，老板来教我面对他们，不管他们怎样张牙舞爪都好，你就是不要看他们，走过去这样子抓，就抓住他们的项圈，然后整个拖住，拖去墙壁那边，把他们拴起来。它狗的颈项很有力，所以不需要担心它们会受伤什么。One by one, you put meat and biscuits inside their dishes. 到了晚上，我会去寻找北极光。北极光最常出现在北极圈里，那只要是你处于这个圈子以下的国家，像北欧的芬兰、挪威、瑞典，还有北美的加拿大、亚洲的俄罗斯，这些国家都能看得到北极光。在南半球、纽西兰南岛那里，你也能看得到南极光。北极光源自于太阳照射出的太阳风，来到地球的时候，与地球的大气碰撞，跟氧气相撞，就会产生青绿色的极光；氮气相撞，就会产生紫色，或者是更少见的红色北极光。那晚上的时候，我10点就睡了，半夜1点会睡醒。听好来啊，是半夜1点。那我会穿上这个，围着这个，再穿上这个，然后最后再穿上这个。基本上就是没把整个被子都搬出去外面了。他推那个木门出去， 外面就是一个超级冷，然后手伸出去你看不到你的手，超级暗。然后呢，我会搬一张椅子出去外面，在雪地里面，我的头围着这个，用着这个亮光，坐在那里，后面是一群马的声音，然后整个大半夜，整个基地里面没有半条人影，你就这样静静地坐在北欧里，抬头等着看那个光。通常游客会住在市区，然后聘请一个北极光导游把他们带到郊外去，然后在那边找啊找，满天找北极光。这个活动英文叫做 Aurora Hunting。当时我花不起钱请一个极光导游，但是跟我一起照顾狗狗的这位大叔，他就是北极光导游。有一天，他来敲我的门，指上天空一点点光，跟我说 ：“You see that one? That is the Northern Lights. Stay outside, stay warm. I cross my fingers for you.” 我马上冲出去，一步一步的踏在雪地里，走到后面的湖，带着这颗三脚架，才发现原来这个是用相机的。很想掐死我自己，我就吃着我的饼干，等着看北极光。半夜1点的时候，一点一点的，它就出现了。我看着北极光，像室友跟我说的，我在梦想中着陆了。其实我的北极光只是比较淡淡的绿色，因为已经4月了，算是已经尾季了。但是能看得到，我觉得已经很幸运了。那一刻，我深深的体会到了世界上是没有白吃的午餐。我早上清理世界上最肮脏的狗屎，晚上呢看见世界上最漂亮的极光。你想要看北极光，你就要有所付出，是辛苦了一点，但你在 office 做不辛苦呗？当我们在做自己真正想要做的事情的时候，就算最后没有结果，但往往这就足够了。不经一番寒彻骨，怎得梅花扑鼻香？新年快乐！喜欢的话，帮我按赞、订阅及分享哦。